all this is getting very intense, isn't it? We need something to lighten up the mood, don't we? We need more masks, more levity, possibly even a dance, and more animation. And so, for the last video of the day, I give you Stay With Me, Episode 3 of MyStreet Season 6. A casino called Jackpot, really? Pretty on the nose there. It's like a restaurant called Delicious. Oh god. I really hope this is for a commercial and they're not just like paid to stand there all day, because poor them.
Starlight guests, big and small.
Okay, it is for a commercial, thank goodness.
Come all to our grand ball. Tonight is a very...
You're winning me over with rhymes. Stop winning me over with rhymes.
Special night. Forget your troubles and have a night on us. We want you all to have the best time while you're here with us. Starlight's very first casino on the boardwalk will be having its grand opening. That's right, folks. A very special event indeed. On top of that, the event is...
It just kind of have like multiple cameras pointing at him. Because it feels like for this one... yeah, I guess you would for a commercial like this.
Free! So come on down to the Starlight Casino, where all your dreams will come true. Woohoo!
Come down to our casino for free, but do spend money while you're there.
Warning, dreams may not come true. Not for all Starlight guests. Must be over 18 years old to attend.
Good disclaimer. Oh god.
Let me guess.
That face. Again, there's a lot of like facial expressions and visual storytelling that's gone into the later MyStreet seasons.
You wanna...
Why does that voice feel familiar? Well, I can tell you. Let me see. Let's take a look at Stay With Me. Oh, and I guess it decides to... Don't know why it didn't work there. By the way, all the descriptions of these, like I said before, the description of the first one was It Begins. The second one is the Unearthing. And then the third one is A Light in the Darkness. And oh, okay, so the announcer is Keeper Walker, so he's been in some other stuff to do with MyStreet as well. So yeah, I think actually might be the voice of Casey. I forget. I think so.
Yes!
I knew you'd be all over it the moment I heard that guy talk about a ball.
Wouldn't that be romantic? And just what everyone needs too! We could have such a wonderful time and everyone could forget everything going on and...
You're forgetting.
Huh? But I think you're a fine dancer! I mean, there are other dances other than that shoulder head thing, right?
Yeah, not really that. It's just the, you know, the shoulder... What? You mean the Minecraft B button? That's all anyone was able to do up until this season, Kawaii-chan.
Nana...
That is a really good reference, though.
Come on, you can't just fantasize about everything that crosses your mind.
She doesn't. She's been very restrained during this stay here. Even the few scenes we've seen her in, she's actually been making do with like whatever she can.
Why not?
Look at our situation. We've been sitting here on the top floor of this building for weeks, trying to hide away from armed Guardian forces.
You shouldn't phrase it like that. You're going to motivate her even more.
Every time someone leaves, we worry if they'll make it back unharmed or even at all. We'll be caught if we slip up for even a second. And then what? We'll all be hauled off.
This actually could have been a trap, also. A very ingenious trap. Isn't that answer for just something? Keeper Walker, you mean? No. Again, I'm pretty sure he's the voice of Casey, but I could be wrong. And probably some others.
Everyone needs this! Tensions have been so high! No one has had a moment to breathe!
I just don't think it's a good idea, Nana. It's not worth our safety. Especially since the GFs know exactly what we look like.
Yeah, again, do they have all your photos? We still only saw a few of them. Oh, your chat. Okay, fine. Yeah. Do let me know.
Okay.
As for everyone else, no one seems to be commenting on here.
Different, Nana.
I guess Josh is one of the commenters who can't do anything. He's probably lurking right now.
There has to be a way.
Is there a will? Because if there is, there's a way.
I know! There was a coaster with a bite out of it.
Ladies! I need to talk!
Kawaii-chan, you look...
A coaster with a bite? Is that what? Someone? Okay, like a coffee coaster? So I just chomped on that. They better get that food supply pretty fast.
out of breath. Is everything okay?
No!
No? Has something happened?
No!
No.
Kind of.
Yes! Yes?
Okay, which is it?
Yes, 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 no. No, 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 yes.
Something hasn't happened, but I want something to happen. It isn't bad, it's good. Phew.
Then
Yeah, I probably shouldn't scare people like that for the moment, quite. Not a good idea.
what is it?
Okay, so we were watching the Starlight TV stations and we saw this commercial for that casino that was under construction. They're going to have a grand opening with a ball and everything. And I wanted to see if maybe everyone wanted to go.
And now you say it out loud, you realize how much of a stupid idea it is.
Go? You mean leave here as a group?
Yeah.
Didn't have to be as a group. You can leave in like, you know, pairs or as individuals or something.
It's a stupid idea. I was just thinking that maybe everyone could use a little bit of, you know, a break from worrying, from the stress of all of this.
Running?
Yeah. Isn't everyone tired of it?
Kawaii-chan, it's a nice thought, but you know...
Patrick and Sewell and Kiba Walker. Okay, I think Kiba Walker was the voice of prepubescent Casey, like the one from Phoenix Drop High, and then Pat was the one for when he appears in MyStreet proper. That one time that he visits up with Eric and we see him for a bit.
know why we can't go out. It's far too dangerous.
I agree. As much as I would really want to, this isn't a vacation.
It's a nightmare.
It's not a vacation anymore. MyStreet when angels fall. That's actually a good tagline for an actual trailer.
I mean, try to look on the bright side of it. We're all here together, and no one is hurt.
Yeah. So, I guess it was just a stupid idea, right? I mean, there's no way we could go out.
I'm afraid not, sweetheart.
Okay.
Moving as a group would be dangerous. And what if they're looking for us there?
Wait. I'll be right back. Zane, watch the door for me.
What? You're going back out? You
Ashley Cachadorian, you're in charge of the door now.
almost got caught!
Just do it, Zane.
I guess no one's in charge of the door when everyone is inside, which is a weird system.
You serious?
It's a ball, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah, but you only brought 3 masks back. Like, that's not enough for everyone. What are you doing?
Well, if we're smart about it and keep an eye on our surroundings, then it's possible with these masks we could hide.
Although that is a really good callback to episode 2. I'm not Levi drinking yet. I know what I want to do that for. Yeah. I also realized that when I was watching this. Like, I forgot about the one on her tail, actually. I knew about the one on the back of her head and the one on her bangs. I forgot that she also had one on the tail. That is definitely a bow overkill. A bow-overkill.
What about what happened yesterday? Do you really want to risk it again after that?
Yeah, as far as being fashionable, not drawing attention, that's a good point. Yeah, Kawaii-chan is not really helping her case here.
I wasn't paying attention. This'll be different. We'll wear the mask and blend right into the crowd. Plus, we need this. She needs this.
I'm in.
aphmau, we can't! There's no way we could stealth our way into this.
Melissa, let's at least try on the masks and see what we can do.
Hey, you know, say that you can dance with Aaron. That'll motivate her.
We can make this work.
Look,
What?
Oh God, that does not blend with the app with the Minecraft.
Oh, where did she
It's like part of her eyes are just.
go?
Okay, aphmau. Okay.
see?
They're good, but there's no way we could do this.
When was the
I don't know. How about you all swap clothes or something, so that you don't have to go out in the outfits that people might have seen you in before? Wait, you've already changed outfits. What the heck am I saying? Whatever.
last time we had a normal day?
Not since the Guardian Force posted our faces all over Starlight.
Look at her.
Oh.
Ah, yes, I forgot. I forgot crying infantilized OC. We have to make sure that she's happy. Penny Behind gives you Ultra Nova vibes. Hey, fair enough. Still the best theme song.
See?
Even over Falling For You, which is the name of the song from this.
With this,
Season.
we'll be fine.
It's the perfect way to hide! Right in plain sight! Is this stupid?
Yes.
I think it's a great idea.
Huh?
I'm not going to go with you, but I think it's a great idea.
Don't mind little old me. I was just eavesdropping on this conversation here.
You were?
You know that you can just come in and talk to people, right? This is a classic parent move. It's like, oh yeah, well, even though like none of the people like are actual kids. Oh, my kid is having a conversation right now. I'm just going to stay well out of the way.
Were.
I didn't even hear you.
Hey, maybe we call a thing or two of being stealthy, considering what you're about to do.
Oh, of course you wouldn't. Do you know how much I used to spy on Gareth and Zane?
That has horrendous implications that I don't want to think about.
No. You spied on them?
Exactly.
Move
From
on,
what I
please.
understand,
Thank
Lycan
you.
here wants to take everyone out to the casino.
Yeah, but
Then I don't see what's stopping you girls. Honestly, those masks are good enough to hide your identities. So long as none of you cause a scene.
I would say, like, take out, you know, some of the head accessories and stuff from people, like the three bows, but yeah, you know. It'll be fine. It's a perfect way to hide. Is that funny that they said that? Because that's funny because it rhymes. It's a half rhyme. Literally, it's a half rhyme.
Have you met Zane?
By the way, I thought of a cool Minecraft minigame to play, actually. This is a suggestion I had. It was going to be formatted the same way that, you know, Never Have I Ever and Finished a Story are, but basically, it's called Rhyme Time. And the idea is that someone starts off a sentence and the person next to them has to say something that rhymes with them, and then the next person starts like something else, and then the other person has to say something that rhymes with them. And so you have to play it with an odd number of people so that everyone gets a turn at rhyming as you go, if it's couplets. Maybe you can change it up if you want, so that's making it more difficult for yourself. But yeah, every time you start a new thing, as someone messes up, you start by saying, it's rhyme time, and you carry on. And then I was thinking that, yeah, maybe if you had like a half space to move into, if you do a half rhyme, so it still counts, you still get a few points. I don't know. I haven't workshopped it with people yet, but I think that's a winner idea. Like that name? Okay. You know what? I'll run it by some people. I happen to know a few Minecraft YouTubers who are desperate to hang out with people, so good time, I guess. Good rhyme time.
You are all responsible adults, and Kawaii-chan has her heart in the right place. And more important, I think she's right. Tensions are high.
Derek is gonna be like, "You're all idiots."
The air is so thick you could cut it with a knife. So I say go for it. It's one night, one experience. Us parents can hold down the fort here.
Why would you need to? I mean, I guess you could have, like, you know, if your belongings are being ransacked or something, I guess, yeah. But no one's gonna find anything. Oh, I guess if the Guardian Force is waiting for someone to come back, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. The parents deserve a night out too, actually. But I suppose, thinking it through 5 years later, I get it. Why there's still badges on the bed? Because these people are very disorganized, I guess.
Besides, you don't need us. We'd just get in your way.
No, you wouldn't. It's a big building. You can do your own thing. Again, I know why parents do this, but I feel bad for them. Like, my own parents do this all the time. Like, they'll sit at different tables or something if I'm with friends or whatever, or they'll try and, recently, my mum proposed that we should go to watch a play, and it happened to be the same time that Cyber got in contact with everyone. And I know Cyber from real life; I haven't seen him in years, so I was like, okay, you know, if I can invite him, and then she said, oh, well, I guess I can sit this one out. It's like, no, it was your idea. You found this. I don't want to like kick you out just because I suggested inviting one person. Like, that's not what I'm saying. you can come along to like, it's just. Yeah, I know that a lot of people are embarrassed to be seen around their parents and stuff, but like, come on, they deserve fun as well. Oh, it's the possibly purple hair, but oh, I see it now in the corner to the right above aphmau's shoulder. Yeah, I see it. Could be a mirror as well. I don't know.
Fine. You've convinced me.
Interesting role reversal, considering that Melissa's the one who proposed a lot of the group activities before.
But you're going to have to convince the guys to go.
I'm sure if we can explain it to them and show up with a plan, they'll be more than willing to listen.
I mean, you lot were. I don't see why they wouldn't.
No way.
Okay, I don't see why the others wouldn't.
Or not. I'll be right back.
I'm guessing University or not was in reference to the plan, but then the cuts back to make it work for transition. Yeah, of course.
Party pooper.
I have to agree with him, Mother. It's dangerous.
Always saying mother, he's serious.
Even with masks on,
Now what? You two are going with the ladies, and that's final.
Zane, you'd be safer with the mask off, actually.
What?
Zane, you're a smart young man. We've been hiding in plain sight of the Guardian Forces for how long? One night isn't going to hurt.
Why would they have a hand mirror next to a vanity? Good point. Yeah, hairbrush. All right, then.
Fine.
Yay! You're going to have to wear 2 masks.
At least I have a date.
I mean, you haven't asked her yet. You better get on that. Don't take her for granted, Zane.
Oh no!
Kim, date me. Okay. There, sorted. Let's go to the ball. And that is Gar's solution.
You okay?
I'm fine. Sorry if that came off harsh.
No, I don't think it was. If you aren't comfortable with it, then I won't go. Hey, come on.
And now it's all about, and because I'm shooting her fun as well, not just me not gonna go. Doug and Cinder go as friends. Okay, yeah. I feel like Gareth and Kim would have made more sense though, considering how close they became during Emerald Secrets and how they were like buddy buddy at that point. Kim just became the Lawrence at that point. That's why I was like, yeah, he would go to Kim first. I would have thought. Not that it particularly matters, but still.
We can have our own masquerade ball here in the room. Just me and you.
I just feel bad. This is all because of me.
No, it's not. I'm happy to be here with you.
This is something we tapped into for Alana's insecurities in Fallen Angels. Again, it all comes back to the inspiration of aphmau in a lot of ways. I think, anyway. We never confirmed that, but...
If I may.
Huh?
The agent, of course you wouldn't hear him.
Excuse me, I thought it'd be best if I offered a bit of advice. You know the GF are moving systematically, and there's no way they've brought all of their men into this part of the island yet.
Yep, we saw the first episode where we went over this. This came out the exact same day.
From what I can tell, there are only a few Guardian Forces soldiers here, and it's probably a measure the park is taking in order to keep all the guests stress-free, which means there's likely to be less GF units there at this event, if any at all.
There would probably still be some for security reasons. And again, the opening of the ball could be a very cleverly disguised trap.
Kid, I'll just make sure you're all okay. Just like old times.
Now I think about it, they said the first night was free, but then they also said in the first episode the entire stay was on them, so it doesn't really matter.
Really?
Really? It's completely up to you. At the end of the day, I just don't like seeing you guys cooped up during what could be the best years of his life.
That is exactly what he said in Valkyrie University. I was gonna save this for the dance, but... God, I can't help it. Curse you, Rowan. Calling back to Falcon Claw, the series that people thought was forgotten. Imagine if... Oh, hold on. By the way, welcome, Pretty Plays. I was wondering when he would show up, particularly for this Twitch event. Yeah, I'd say you're just in time, but yeah, no, because I started early. Imagine if Ghost dressed up too, like, okay, I'm ready. Why are you so dressed up? Did you forget you're a ghost? Just because I'm a ghost doesn't mean I can't look fabulous. Oh, is that what happens? Kim takes Ghost as her date. So Gareth ends up going with Lucinda. Oh my.
You shouldn't have to be prisoners.
That's some really good advice.
I thought you'd
Familiar
appreciate
too.
it.
Sounds really familiar.
I continue to predict. I know I've seen this before, but it's been 5 years. And yes, it has been 5 years. I admit I have actually not rewatched season 6. For some reason, I always rewatch the older MyStreet seasons, but I haven't actually ever gone back and it's not because I dislike the season. And clearly, I'm having the time of my life here, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why I never did. Although I guess since I started 5 years later, but made it a point to not go ahead in time again. But even before that, which actually wasn't that long, maybe that's why. It wasn't that long after this came out that I started 5 years later. It was just a couple of years. So I guess it wasn't time to circulate back around for me and have that nostalgia. Oh, because like right after that, I also end up having that issue with my ex and the association with aphmau that I also used 5 years later at first to like work by. Yeah, basically there was an ex who has like I'll say this much, a connection to aphmau in some form, and not anyone in the cast or anything or crew or nothing along those lines. But yeah, so like after after that whole ordeal happened, I just could not face watching aphmau at all, because that's one of the things that we talk about and gush over. And back when we were dating, actually, we actually connected partly over the fact that we were both able to obsess with the same person, because not only was there associated with aphmau, but also she was a fan of the content. So yeah, after that I disliked aphmau for a bit. So there's still some videos before the new content kicked in that I have not seen yet. They're out there somewhere. I'm gonna watch some more after this. But yeah, 5 years later also helped me get over that significantly. So yeah, I guess that's why it was never time to go back to see When Angels Fall and conclude to the end until right now. So you know what? Happy to be here. I could have had this ramble at the end, but I decided to do it in the middle of the episode because reasons. Okay, enough sappiness. Let's get back to the levity, the one episode that is light in tone most of the way through.
I don't know what you're talking about. No.
I do.
You get ready.
Oh wait, actually, there is one thing that's not as light in this that I'm gonna get to in a second. It's coming, not this scene.
May I have a word with you?
Of course.
Hey guys, be sure to check out our new hoodie.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. Get ready. Get ready for this logic.
Aaron now sports a Lycan family crest, and you can too.
The Lycan family crest. This right here is the reason I refused to get the Aaron hoodie. I didn't always used to brand myself with Zane. I got the Zane hoodie in protest of this moment. Because you're telling me that while in hiding on an island that they registered on with a fake name to begin with, while people know that the connection to the Ultima family stems from the Lycan family, while they have been dealing with these rumors, while the Guardian forces are after him and he's the most wanted person, he is going to sport the Lycan family crest on his clothing. Deliberately, he chose to wear that after he was hunted down. That is probably the stupidest thing that Aaron has ever done in his entire life, and no one called him out on it. I hate that choice with a passion. So yeah, I never bought the Aaron hoodie because of that, and it was all an excuse. It was the excuse was because they wanted the Lycan family crest on here because it's the Aaron Lycan. It's the definitive hoodie that he's doing right now. They've designed that specifically for this season. They wanted something to symbolize Aaron through and through. He's had plenty of hoodies, but this one is his because it's the Lycan one. And now you can get that for the low price of something. I forgot how much I paid for this thing. It was the same price as the Zane hoodie. So it doesn't come as a character choice for Aaron, really. It just comes as an excuse to sell merch. Selling merch is fine. You know, the same time that I bought the Zane hoodie, I also bought the Travis pillow and the Caitlyn pillow. I am a traveling shipper, and I enjoy not supporting stupid decisions like the Aaron one. So I was very careful with my selection at the time. The first time I was actually able to buy aphmau merch. And yet here we are. I draw the line at this. That's why, as I was saying, I support the making and the purchasing of YouTuber merch entirely. In fact, I have actually shown off the aphmau logo on here proudly to people who don't even know who aphmau is. This is one of my most prized pieces of clothing that I still have to this day. But I draw the line at the Lycan family crest on this hoodie. It's been 5 years and that still gets me. This was the most corporate that Jess felt at this point. Even though she's showing it off herself and everything, and it's always super fun. Obviously nowadays aphmau feels very corporate. You know, the whole brand of aphmau and cat face and all that stuff. But this was the real first sign of that happening. So, if anything, it actually holds a little bit more significance this day about that. Particularly how she uses MyStreet now for the nostalgia factor of bringing back people for the newer stuff. And, you know, there's a whole debate. I need to bring back all of that because if I had guests, they would do that. But you all know the drill by now. New content worse than before. It's not exactly it's likely the biggest, the hottest of takes from the roleplay era fans such as myself and most of you, I'd say. But yeah, Okay, I'm good now. I'm good now. Let's carry on, please.
Link is down in the description below. Enjoy the show. Bye.
And that was
Feel comfy.
it doesn't even have like a huge joke like some of the other ones. It's just that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, okay, moving on. I've said everything I need to say about that. Oh, and immediately fixes it by having a at the time very new song to associate it with this, and of course because good old Mario. Copyright.
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like.
Oh, wow. This is amazing.
Wow!
She forgot to call it bounce. I love that.
Oh my gosh! Let's go!
Classic.
Thought we
Yeah.
weren't making a scene.
See?
Can you even make a scene here? I mean,
Okay, that's Kawaii-chan for subtle. I mean, come on. But also, again, that kind of particular visual where you have needs the animation for it, not even just because of all the people being lined up and everything before the other animators end up leaving the project, alas.
look at this place.
Oh, look at the fountain. Oh, it looks so cool.
Oh, I just realized Gar's got Aphmau's hat. Gar's had Aphmau's hat here as well because he still hasn't got control of his ears. That's a nice detail. She's bequeathed it to the next person. What is the necklace Aphmau's wearing? I know, just a necklace, I think. I don't think that's any particular significance. It's not the Irene pendant that got put on sale a little bit after this. It's not the same design. So, yeah, just something she brought, I guess.
Come on.
It's this visual that, you know. And now we get back to the royalty-free. It is. It's in the thumbnail, actually. Actually, you know what? Give me a second. I can show you because I doubt because for this video I spent a while editing like all the thumbnails. So let me just go into here. Because for all of these, what I have to do is I download the thumbnails from the video. I saved it from the video cassette because I have a plugin that does that. And then I put the 5 years later stuff over the top of them. So I just have copies on here that I label as the proto thumbnails. So let's see, episode 3's one, because I combined all three in here, but I did download them separately, obviously. So, okay, here you go. It's it's even got a little sparkle, because of course, it does look a bit like the logo as well. You know, the angel. So yeah, that's really it. It is a jewel with wings. Yeah. It should have been for sale, actually. Kirstys and Irene pendants, actually, I think. Shinies like a winged jewel on my neck. I am decked out in bling, I'll be screaming like. Na 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 na, best of all. I will dazzle folks in this ball.
Look, Garth. They have an open buffet.
Food?
Garth?
Yeah, of course. Mild flatterization on the part of Gareth there, but you know. I am a deep, multifaceted character. Anyways, who's got some cheese? Oh, if people if I can recommend a show for people here, Goblin Slayer Abridged. Actually, not for you, Ghost Kitty. you won't like it. But yeah, Goblin Slayer Abridged, good show. But I'm gonna steal all their chocolate milk. Hey, you know that's go the road less traveled. Actually, there was one particular bar at the university that I went to where a lot of the theater kids would go, and so naturally I was in there a lot. And actually, you know, because I don't drink alcohol. my favorite thing to order there was just the hot chocolate. In fact, sometimes people would try and buy me drinks, and not necessarily because of any particular reason. So it's like, okay, here you go. I'll have you know, just more hot chocolate, I guess. Which made a lot of sense. You know, we usually be there during the nighttime. Why not have something that will actually warm you up? Makes perfect sense to me.
Drinks on me.
And was cheaper than the alcohol. So if they wanted to treat me, they didn't have to break their banks while doing so. Very important for college students.
Everything here is free.
I think that was part of the Melissa Lucinda shipping that started it. I think it really was. I saw some comments on this video, I think, and then it sort of gave people the idea. Because there was nothing before that point, and as I say, it just takes one scene. It just takes one moment of two characters sharing screen time, and that's it. For some reason, it's a lot of the time it's the first moments of screen time they have together, but in this case, it happened to be the millionth, I suppose. And yeah, that is just Melissa. I guess Kim... Did Kim decide to... I don't know. We'll see in a second.
Come on. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
They still walk with their hands stretched out for the different speeds.
A voice. What does that mean?
I mean, it's probably what it sounds like, but it's not a good sign. And it feels like it wasn't the first time.
It's nothing. Derek, you can't go. What do you think they're gonna do? Just let everyone leave?
It's not off the table. I'm the entire reason he started all of this. And if he gets what he wants, then it's possible we can end this peacefully.
You know, this is the first time I like to see Derek taking responsibility. I should feel bad for him going, but, you know, he's one of the worst characters in the show, so who cares?
At the very least.
Okay, Kim is there. Alright, yeah.
It'll provide you with an opportunity.
What do you mean?
The GF is going to try to make me tell them where everyone is hiding. And I'll give them false information. I'll tell them that everyone is hiding at a house on the boardwalk. They'll send everything they've got there, and you can use that to cover everyone's escape.
What about you?
Assuming they don't have a truth potion or something.
Your family, they need you.
Moving on.
Rowan, thank you for bringing this.
Doesn't even answer the question.
I want you to give this to Aaron.
Thank you for bringing this to me. Now take it back and give it to someone else.
Babe, I'm not so sure about this. Something about this just doesn't seem right.
Aaron, we're fine. Come on, let's play the slots.
Oh, I think Garth and Kim did go to... Look at that lady. That lady was just watching him eat the whole time. I thought Kim decided to stand next to Garth. Hey, again, it makes a lot of sense. Which, of course, leaves Melissa and Lucinda. You know, that's another thing. I've noticed this phenomenon, particularly when talking to Maya, but other people have mentioned this, that it's very common for when there's groups of friends and in media, and those groups of friends have a few different couples. And it just so happens that there are two friends left over who are single. It's almost universal that people will decide there's somebody out there will be like, hey, let's put them together. So, yeah, I think that's what's happening here. It also happened with Raina and Pete, because they go back to the example of the mutant girl. Of course, we've got Morwenna and Malbec, you've got Judas and Agatha. That is Raina and Pete's the Singletons, and people have sort of been like, oh hey, but they'd be cute together. It's like they have barely spoken to each other ever. Why would they be good together? And of course I maintain that because I'm aware of the tropes and I want to subvert them. So yeah, not happening, people.
Told you this would work.
I guess you were right.
Is this why Liongate? Again, I think the sentiment started in this episode right here. Because sometime after that, I saw a little bit about the aphmau wiki, and then afterwards it was mentioned casually a few times. Nothing hinted at them before, so yeah, this is the origin, definitely.
But that doesn't mean we shouldn't be careful. The GF aren't the only ones who know our faces. Everyone here has seen the pictures too.
Relax.
I guess that we are finally confirming that, everyone has pictures.
We're fine, and we'll play it safe. We'll let everyone have a few more minutes, and then maybe we'll head out.
Well, if
Minutes,
we're leaving
wow.
soon, then there's something I've got to do.
Wait, where are you going?
If we're leaving, then I'm getting a dance in first.
Dance?
You just got here, but yeah.
I'm coming with you.
Saying the sentence like that's not helping your case here. If she wear a gold locket as a hole in her dress, I will see in a second.
Garth, we're dancing. Come on.
Well, they just want to dance with just Lucinda. I mean, Melissa. Yeah.
Let me finish this. Oh.
Hey, she's not around to break,
Sorry, delicious weenies. Maybe next time.
Those are not weenies. I don't know what those are. That's like an entire steak. And that lady was still staring at him. Kawaii-chan here just watching Zane Camp. This was her idea of fun, apparently.
Wow! You're really good at this.
It's all about playing the odds, really. If there isn't a win after the come-out roll, there's a better chance to win if I bet against the person rolling the dice.
So, you bet on other people to lose?
Exactly.
And do the other players like that?
Well, what can they do about it? I mean, you're allowed to. It's not against the rules. They can't kick you out. They can't target you. Doesn't help them. Why not? Looks like a bowl of pudding. I guess, yeah. It looks a bit more like a plate than a bowl. It could be just like a lump of pudding. It could have been a flan, but really badly shaped flan. As a Spanish person, you know, if that was attempted to being a flan, you have failed miserably.
No, but playing this way is the best strategy.
Kawaii-chan, the dancing is starting.
Dancing!
Huh?
Let's go!
Go? But I'm winning here. Ah!
Yeah, you do need to actually make sure that he, like, at least, like, gets the chips back or something like that, Kawaii-chan. It's not a good idea. You could use that later, considering everyone's position. Let's make Kawaii-chan's hair look redder. Yeah, well, like, it matches the dress. Very appropriate. Speaking of a dress, I know that since Aiden's not here, if I don't mention this, he would. What is with aphmau's dress at the back here? It looks like she took a bath in purple paint, only went down to about elbow height, and then was like, nah, and then just emerged and didn't dry herself. That's the problem with this texture right here.
Aphmau, dance. Come on.
Dance? Coming! Let's go!
Yeah, see, as soon as she turns around, you see a little bit more of the detail of the dress, but before that, no.
But... okay.
I mean, you can pick it up. You don't have to leave right this second. I don't... Is this meant to be... Is this some sort of, like, in-joke? Was like, yes, classic girl thing to do when guys are winning at machines. Huh? I don't know. There's the shoulder and head thing that Zane was doing before. I mean, sir, the dance floor is down there. You can make your way there. You don't have to stand by the stairs. That rhymed by accident. Typical. Gotta film it on your phone. Probably gonna end up on Instagram because TikTok wasn't around yet, or wasn't as popular. I can hear Garth going, all right, and I can also hear Lucinda going, it's cool, let's not waste the opportunity, and there's something. Or was it Melissa, because she was the one motivated before? I'd imagine one of the helpers started tossing coins out of the machine. What, like a tiny helper inside the machine, just like tossing out money? Are you sure?
Dancing is my speciality.
Oh yes, I remember that. Please, if you can, watch my 2018 review of this, because I think I referenced Gareth's drop it movement last time. I think anyway. I gotta watch that back.
M'lady.
Nope. This is my dance.
Ooh, wee.
Oh, I should have. Oh, we adding the language of love in there, not helping your case again.
Oh, man.
And watch, music timed again. It's gonna swell. Hold on a second. And boom! Okay, it actually looked like they were kissing for a second there. That wasn't just me, was it? Also, poor Gareth. He has improved. Everywhere Gareth goes, he gets the ladies. You know what? He's fine. He'll be fine. And yeah, it's a hole in the dress. There we go. Yeah, you can see that clearly now. Yeah. Okay, that feels a bit out of character for Kawaii-chan to cut into a dance between aphmau and Aaron. I feel like she'd be like gushing for a bit, and then Zane comes along and swoops off her feet or something. That's what I think would have happened. And also, minor nitpick here again. I gotta do it. The more I like something, the more I nitpick it. The dancing speed, they're all slow dancing right now, but the actual music itself is not slow dance music. So no one right now is in rhythm with the song that is playing. Yeah, where did Kim disappear to? That is a very good question, because poor Gareth. I guess, yeah, that's why he's dancing on his own, because Kim has vanished. Imagine if she got captured and we just, like, no one noticed. This is what I was going to leave I drink to before, but I didn't. But yeah. Because Agent R. And classic Blue Jay. Shot in the sky. Down again on Guardian forces. Yeah, that's usually what put in the ending under normal circumstances, but no. We've got to introduce the hype, because now we have to wait a whole week with no social media cues or anything.
You want an Ultima?
An Ultima you shall get. See? Further confirming that Derek still classifies himself and is classified in general as an Ultima. People keep on saying that that's not how that works, but yes, he is genetically an Ultima. The Ultima curse is not a curse, it's a genetic condition. I will die on that hill, thank you. Also, hello, Ian. Go somewhere private. Oh my goodness, that would have been like an amazing animation. Could you imagine just like having to like swish the camera like every 5 seconds to try and like keep up with Kim's changing facial expressions? It's like that one character from Mermaid Melody, Eviva, I think would be her name, but yeah. Ian. Sound like Aaron here, yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on. I dropped it. I dropped my wands baton. As long as you stay with me, I'm alright. Oh, full moon, because wolves, yeah. When you've been going shooting for 3.5 hours, you gotta have some fun with it. That's the rule of thumb. Ian's glowing eyes still scared. Well, it's doing its job. You did also just watch Sapphire Wings yesterday. But yeah, what a way to kickstart season 6. I forgot to review the trailers. I forgot to have that included in the hype. That was around the same time that I was sick during some of those, so just as well that I avoided the opening of a couple. But yeah, I do vividly remember the excitement around this series and how, and also, despite doing my A levels at this point, some very important exams, well, studying for them at least in my final year of sixth form, I was still very, very excited for this. I mean, I would have been regardless. It's MyStreet. Every single time I saw a notification in the corner, I had push notifications on at that time. Every single time I saw a MyStreet video pop up and recommended, I dropped everything I was doing to watch them ever since I caught up with this series back in season 2. And yeah, here we were so much later in what people classify to be the best series in my favorite show. The best season, that is. I do see what they mean. Again, I wish the circumstance would allow me to go back to this properly. But yeah, I'm here now, and I'm enjoying it once again. It is a shame, though, despite the animation, despite the dance, despite the levity, the Lycan family wrestling does let this episode down a little bit for me. I mean, it interjects in the middle of it. Without that, it would have been okay. The issue, of course, is I would also have put this episode back by 1, if possible. Because if you think about it, this whole thing started from a desire to break free from what's going on, and in universe they've been there for weeks. They've been cooped up, they've been on the run, they've been fearing for their very lives. So of course they all deserve a break. However, this was the inaugural day of season 6. So from the character's perspective, of course they want a break. From the audience, it would have been better if maybe this came out within like another week. I know the whole idea of the first 3 episodes, people say, rightfully so, that in hindsight it was a bad idea considering how stretched for time the episodes became afterwards, with all the animators departing and the Blue Jay exodus that happened around this time. There was a lot that happened that unfortunately lasted to eventually, which meant that Jess was able to gestate a child to before the series was over, which I still love. But either way, if I feel like if you're going to do an opening for the first 2 episodes or something, yeah, why not? First 2 episodes, sure. Leave us 1 a week. Have that impact really settle in. And also, you get to have the audience, go ahead and gossip alongside in the wikis and everything. By this point, I can personally attest that wikis were very much active. And there was, of course, the aphmau Discord, which I wasn't a part of yet, but was very much a thing. And then the sphere of YouTube itself. We would have all been at it. We would have all been at it the same way as usual. And it also would have given me a lot of time to edit pre-recorded videos into some satisfactory form. That too helps things immensely, I assure you. You ever realized the fact that it was a full moon behind Ian? Again, maybe it's more focused on the story with the props and backgrounds. Yeah, which again makes sense. I think maybe like upon reflection, I guess I'm noticing a lot more of this stuff now, especially because I know what came after it. I know there's some things that would have been hinted. I've had time to go back and think about these things. When I first reviewed this series, it was I watched a lot of the premieres. The premiere feature on YouTube was just about rolling around at this point. So once again, aphmau used the new YouTube mechanic to her advantage. So that was like, oh, this is like a really impressive thing. And yeah, I did still pause during the premieres, which eventually resulted in a few of the videos I had to reload them because of that, and then go through ads because I didn't have YouTube Premium yet. It was a whole ordeal. But yeah, it was just really part of that amazing experience at that time. So I'm really thankful to be able to actually say that I was a part of that. It's this sarcastic hashtag we were there and everything. But yeah, when you're watching a premiere, you can't, assuming you're not doing what I was doing and pausing and reviewing, then of course you're going to be focused on the story and possibly and also the characters. That was the main focus, and the focus was in the right place. That's what's supposed to stand out. All that other stuff is just garnish. That's the sources, the sprinkles, the rest of it. Whereas the main story and stuff is the cake. You really want that cake, especially if Kawaii-chan gets her sugar. A good idea to do an episode is, and with them not choosing yet, the episode picks up after that. Lucinda remembers about the masks and brings them up. I guess that would have maybe had to have the opening of this episode at the end of empowering a demon and have the implication that was a trap, because otherwise, if it was just this episode was split at that point, then we would have been very, very pressed for time. Well, if you wanted the first 3 episodes, maybe have some other plot go on. Head back to Travis and Caitlin, why don't you? And also, we don't really get to see much of Eric and Sylvana after that interaction. So yeah, there's more to do. Could even possibly go back home and see what Lawrence and Dante are making of this commotion, and they're possibly trying to draft up a message to send to their friends if they can, which of course they never receive, but it's a nice sentiment. Who knows? I know that, I guess that would possibly conflict with the idea of being trapped on this island, which I feel like is a good choice of having everything still set here, because the audience also can't escape what's going on. Again, it feels like we're right alongside everyone, because the trailers show what happened before this point, and how we get to, the Pulp Fiction briefcase and all that fun and jazz. But everything here, I mean, minor spoiler here, the series ends with the people that survived departing, at last having achieved their freedom. So it feels epic and claustrophobic in the best way. And this episode, despite when it came out, was still good at alleviating that for a little bit, even if it then means that the rest of it is pretty much, as far as the characters are concerned, all downhill from here. Pretty much instantaneously, in fact. So, but we shall see that when we come back into Take Them by Force. That would have been a great point for a segue, but I've got another thing here. I mentioned that Ziana Plus made their dresses and suits and she agreed to go them because of the dance. I guess, but the ball opened that night, so she wouldn't have had time. Anyway, we'll get to see more about the stuff I said to you before in Take Them by Force, which is episode 4. And that is a whole week from now. So May 12th is when we will see everyone next. So I'll see everyone here on May 12th. Same time, same place, 5 years later. And by same time, I do mean same time as normal, because I started this one early. Same time as usual, same place, 5 years later. Until then, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. And follow if you're not done so already on Twitch, obviously. Subscribe if you're not watching the VOD on YouTube. And on that note, and yes, absolutely. On that note, see you there next week. Prepare the tissues. And until next time, farewell.